So we need to keep our eyes open now. We're just coming into Hatherden, and it's on Hatherden Lane, I believe, or road. This is an area that crop circles don't normally appear in. This is outside of Wiltshire. It's in the next county of Hampshire. That's been happening more this season. We've had more formations in Hampshire than Wiltshire. Don't know why. As always with crop circles, there's loads of unanswered questions, and this is one of them, why they've chosen to come to this location. Maybe we'll find out more.
Oh, it's moving faster now.
It's a spectacular formation that appeared yesterday, the 25th. It has 9 circles around the outside, then 9 smaller in the middle, and then 9 smaller ones closer to the centre, with 1 centre circle. So it's 27 circles around 1 centre circle. They seem to take on this lollipop, what we call lollipop design. There's a straight line that comes out of the centre and then goes to a lollipop circle at the top. They vary in size. So I don't know what else to say really. 9-fold formations are actually quite rare. There's not so many of them. We often see 8-fold and 5-fold formations. I'm talking about the way that a circle can be divided. When you divide a circle into a certain number, there are certain angles and there are certain ways to divide a circle. And so a 9-fold and a 7-fold circle are more rare than the other ones. So what we're coming up on here is something that's a little bit more rare than the norm. Now I wonder where, I reckon it's going to be in this field then, behind these bushes.
And the crop circle is right in this field over here. I'm going to show you. This is one that just appeared yesterday.
You good?
This is where the crop circles have been appearing.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've been in a crop circle. And we're going to head into it right now.
This is my first crop circle of 2023. I haven't been out to a crop circle so far before. And there's already quite a lot of people. You know, at this point there's always an anticipation. What we're walking into there just looks like a field of wheat, right? But there's a miracle that's taken place. And so it's very easy to just walk into a field and go, this is just some wheat that's on the floor, right? But to me, we're walking into a miracle, something that shouldn't be there. So just before we arrive inside the crop circle, I want to point something out. I don't know if this is going to be the case, so I'm anticipating, okay? Can you see the heads of this wheat here? This is all the non-crop circle wheat that is in the field before we arrive at the crop circle. And can you see that the ears, the heads of the corn, and all these little ears, they're all bent over, they're hanging. This means that the crop is close to harvest because the weight of the seeds is becoming heavier. You see that? Now when we go inside the crop circle, we'll look at the crop heads and see if there's any difference between this which we find standing. Okay, it's one of the things we look for. So the crop is going round in a clockwise direction away from us here, and now look down at the crop. Can you see that all the heads are straight?
They're all facing this way?
They're all straight.
Ah, they're not bent over.
They're not bent over. So if I take these ones, look, and I try to straighten them, they just bend back. See that? Mm-hmm. These ones, some of them are still a bit bent, but they've been straightened. That one's a bit bent over still, a bit weighty, but look, if you look predominantly, you'll find more straightened ones than you will bent ones. So something in the energetic process straightens out the heads of the wheat. I don't know why. Something we see. Sometimes it's more pronounced. Sometimes you see they're all really dead straight. This is sort of like, it looks like about 70-30. Okay, so one of the things that a lot of people look for and you do this when you first start researching crop circles, because you want to answer the question about whether or not they're man-made, is to look at the condition of the laid crop. Now, we always have to be careful because we're not the first visitors, and people who've arrived here and walked around will have damaged the crop, but 9 times out of 10 most people just walk around the edges, or they don't walk around every part of it. So when we look at the laid crop, if it was laid down by boards, we would expect to see damage every 18 inches, where the board would lift up and come back down, and lift up, and the weight would come down and crush and crush and crush, very mechanical. And it would drag across the wheat at the same time, so you would see lots and lots of seeds broken away from the heads, because the board would drag as it was crushing down that wheat there. Then the wheat that was standing, as the board moved forward, it would crush and drag the seeds off the next. Can you see any?